Good afternoon, guys. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's a new day and it's a pleasure talking to you again. So I've got Paige's car for a few hours and I'm going to take you around the Midland Air Museum, which is just about 1 mile outside of Coventry. Oh, what's that in the distance there? Something's tucking its nose over the hedge. There. And then once I get this done today, going to pack a bag and go and stay with my sister for a bit. Leave the van at Paige's because it's probably most secure there with the security cameras and whatnot. And go and stay with my sister's for a bit. Give Paige a break. I think she wants her own space. I understand that. I have been encroaching on her a little bit. So let's go and have a look around, eh? So this is the entrance, just walking in now. And it all seems to be based on Frank Whittle, or should I say Sir Frank. Felix Stowe, 1931, 1932 engine.
The success of the family. No, I've never seen that before.
I mean, I love aviation, and it's like a busman's holiday for me coming here. But this is, wow, look at this. That is unreal. The engineering in that.
When he came to fly them.
When I was allotted to the 10th flight of Farnborough, of course it was the top
This is a military centrifugal turbojet.
far side of the airfield, well away from
Wow.
the main activity, and there were RAF regiment guards there with guard dogs, so it was very highly guarded at the time.
Once inside, the plane was a revelation
here.
to Brown.
Wow. No way. God, I'm in aviation heaven. I can't see the wood for the trees. Let's just have a look. For me, it's the engineering involved. And these, look at these twin turbines here. Wow. Little prop. They're deadly at work. We get a few prop aircraft in, not so many now. You get them on the Fokker 50s and whatnot. The ATRs, sorry. And when they're spinning, you just don't see them at all. They're invisible and they're deadly. And tragically, there has been some loss of life over the years in the UK from props. God, I don't know where to look. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Is that a stealth bomber? Let's have a look. V-bomber. It's a V-bomber. It's the V-bomber Mk2. Wow. I mean, Rolls Royce. I mean, that's incredible. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm going to turn it off for a minute and go and have a look round. Walk outside and then you've got this. I mean, that wingspan. Oh my God, that is huge. God, that'd be so intimidating, that coming over the top of you. It's a Vulcan B2. Avro Vulcan B2. 1957. and it carried the blue steel nuclear missiles. I mean, I'm under the wingspan here. I mean, I love aviation. I've been doing it, like I say, 31 years, but this is actually blowing my mind. I'll see if I can get a rear view of it, so you can't sort of quite get the scale of this thing through the camera. I mean, how the hell did this thing fly? It just looks like, look at the aerodynamics of that. And that was a freighter. No way. Sorry about the shaking, I'm doing this by hand. Hawker Hunter, 1950. I mean, that's so advanced, isn't it, for 1950? I mean, from the Spitfire to that, it's like night and day. It's only, what, 10 years between them? And this is a Gloucester Javelin 4.5, 1951. That is a Armstrong Whitworth Hawker Seahawk 1947. Look at that. Wow. I think most of us know this one. It's just that unique design. The famous Sea Harrier. Used in the Falklands, I believe. Yeah. 1980 circular, yeah. I mean, this place is just vast. Yeah, like I said before, it's a place called, it's by Coventry Airport, Baggington. It's about, like I say, about 1 mile outside of Coventry. And if you're into aviation or just a good day out, you can lose yourself here for a few hours. I mean, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely loving this. And the sun's shining. Like I say, you can't see the wood for the trees. Just send you back around, looking at my mug. I'm just going to have a quick pause and I'll come back to this one. My arm's hurting. Starfighter, 1954. Ah, there's my favourite aircraft. Well, military style, I mean. Let's get over to it. Growing up, this was always my favourite aircraft coming up. It's a Russian there, it's a Russian aircraft. What's that? You know what, I'll zoom in on it because I can't read that. I'll pause it there and have a look. Russian. But here's my favourite aircraft growing up. One second, I'm having a problem with the camera. There we go. Yeah, this was mine. The McDonnell Phantom, the Phantom American. Don't get me wrong, man, I'm British through and through. I'm very proud to be British. And our military. But that was my favourite aircraft growing up. Amazing. It's crazy to think we used to fly on things like that. Canadian jet there. I mean, you look at it. I mean, I work on modern aircraft, and I'm a confident flyer, but I'm also a very nervous flyer at the same time. I know it sort of contradicts like that, but I understand it. I understand lift. I get it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem quite natural, does it? That some of these weights can get off the ground. I always say it, drive along the motorway. And I try and explain how, because people ask me, I mean, the weight of that, how does that get off the ground, lift and all that. I always say, when you're driving along, safely, by the way, better if you're a passenger, on the motorway, stick your arm out the window, slightly curve your hand on about a 90-degree angle, your arm, and you will feel the lift. How the air wraps itself round your palm and your arm, and it's basically exactly the same. That's simple terms. It's just the air grips the wing, and as soon as them wheels are off, it's pretty much weightless. So yeah, this done me the world of good, this. Because I was feeling a bit downbeat today, and like I say, I'll always be honest on my channel, always. And, you know, and I don't want to pretend. I'm going through a bit of a naff time, and again, of course, there's people worse off. Of course, there is. It's just hard at the minute. I feel like I'm juggling. Work in Manchester, fans in Coventry. I know I keep repeating myself. Got to wait weeks now, and then I've got to get the van shipped, sorry, on a low loader, because obviously it's a few hours from where I live, and it's still the logistics of it, so I was feeling a bit overwhelmed today, but I'm good. Like I say, in most videos I'll tell you how my mood is. My mood was a bit, but coming here, yeah, it's definitely helped. Feel a bit more upbeat. It's more frustration than anything. You know, I think that's what it is. It's more frustration and the unknown. Will it be okay? You know. But yeah, always honest me about everything, and that's what I want the channel to be about. You know, raw, honest. Highs and lows, good and bad, exciting, dull. But yeah, it's just life, isn't it? I'm just going to have a look over here. I see some American Jeeps. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Canadian. Havilland D2 Beaver, 1947. It's a Pratt. Oh my god, I collect Pratt memorabilia. Because I collect, like I said before, I collect vintage, old oil cans, petrol cans, much memorabilia. It's in my sister's garage. But yeah, that's the, is it Pratt and Whittle? Pratt and Whitney. Yeah, wow. That's pretty cool. God, I love that. If that was a hard back. With our trailer unit, all your supplies, and that with a hard back. What a camper that would be. Be able to join one of the overlanders group. Right, I'm gonna have a breather and have a proper look round. Oh, found this interesting. It's a 1972 attacker helicopter troop carrier. And it's Russian. Obviously the troops were in there. You imagine that being dropped, running into battle. That's where missiles were attached. But it's this bit at the front what really captured it for me. You've got the 4-barrel machine gun on there. And you were in that, cramped in there. Wow. I mean, it's brave beyond brave, isn't it? You know, battles back then were battles. A lot of it now is drone, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the military, the guys on the ground, nothing but respect for them. You go back and how brutal it was and how hand-to-hand combat it was, you know, over the trenches and things. But these guys, the RAF, you know, they were in them little turret things, in the sky, dogfighting. Yeah, nothing but respect for them. Right, I'll have a look inside now. Let me know when you've had enough. Right guys, so I've been lucky enough to get a tour around the Vulcan Mk2. And then I'm inside, and then it's hard to get a camera angle because it's so compact. But you've got the 3 engineer seat here, the navigators, the bomb, what do we call them?
There's a nav radar.
Nav radar here.
On the port side of the bench, but actually on the starboard side of the aircraft.
Brilliant.
You've got the navigator sitting in the centre seat.
Navigator there.
And the air electronics officer sits on the other side, i.e. on the aircraft's port side.
And
all three, of course, face backwards.
And there's all your radar. Oh, look, I mean, it's incredible. And then if you come around here, we're into the cockpit. I mean, for its time, this was so advanced aircraft. The guys in the front had ejector seats, which obviously the canopy would go. You've seen it in the films. But these 3 guys sat here would have to shuffle their backside, climb down to this exit here, put their feet onto the pistons there which hold in the panel, and jump out without basically being decapitated through the landing gear. Wow. And all this technology at the time, their rations were these little soup tins here. It's amazing. Yeah, they had a soup tin. So the aircraft was so advanced at the time, but the feeding method was still very far behind. So, just like the modern day of people in camper vans, this is their wee bottle. Unreal. Brilliant, love it. So I'm just going to have a quick look at this troop carrier, Russian helicopter. 5-blade rotation. I've just been informed it's armoured. You can actually, you imagine the weight of this. It's chemical protected, armoured, plated. All the carriers. Is there six soldiers? 8 soldiers in here. It's about 4 foot. Just gonna have a look now. And I've got the pleasure again of having a look inside. Grab handle there. I mean, it fascinates me how these things got off the ground. And then in the front, you've got the gunner there, his rotary weapon. And if the pilot was incapacitated, the guy in the front was shooting enemy or being shot at. Had to try and fly this thing. Nuts. So I'm going to now attempt to sit in a Meteor F8 cockpit. Bearing in mind I'm 6'6", so let's see how this goes. There we are. Getting in might be alright, but getting out might be a problem. Oh God, bear with us. Yeah, my legs are in. I've got about an inch there, and so my head is sticking out. So yeah, I wouldn't be no good with this. Oh yeah, so it's 4 o'clock now. Had a good few hours there, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I like aviation anyway, so, but it was really interesting, and I hope it's of some interest to you guys. It's like going back in time a bit. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Like I said, needed, you know, change the scene. Being stuck in one place, so yeah, it's good. So I'm just gonna, I think it's probably about 15 minutes of sort of filming. I sort of shrunk down a bit. I did a lot more, but I don't want to, you know, bore you. But hopefully it'll be of interest. I'm just gonna drop the car back now, and then pack a bag, and then go down my sister's for a bit. And from there, where my sister lives, it's literally about 10-15 minute walk into the city, close to mum, and so it'll give me a bit more flexibility without a car. Yeah. There we go. So I'm going to finish this one here. So this will be out, you're watching this on Wednesday, and then we'll go from there and figure something else out. But we'll keep moving forward, and yeah, updates daily, and yeah, just waiting now, waiting game. But yeah, I'm going to try and, where money allows, I'm going to try and keep myself busy. Like I say, I've got the van hire next weekend for Brett's do. Try and be a bit frugal. It's a shame because I spoke to Wills, you know, Wills and Haley, Let's Go Everywhere. Spoke to Wills today. They're going paddleboarding for the weekend at this campsite, I think. But I've got to travel back to Manchester Saturday. Yeah, so it's a bit difficult because that's in Gloucester. But so yeah, we'll just keep plodding on. But this is good. Enjoy this. You guys are helping me get through this tough time. Appreciate all the messages as always, and the new subscribers. Thank you. I know it's not ideal starting a Vanlife channel in this situation, but thank you. Right, speak to you soon.